Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This part of demo would be concentrated around the decision making or if statement, as we call it, or selection they call it. So let us start with visual logic. In visual logic, we have begin and end. Let me have a simple case, which is I'm going to use assignment and give a variable called x. I give it a value of 3. Okay. Then I'm going to test this x to see whether it is greater than a value or not. So if I have if condition here, then if you see the if has only 3 connection, 1 as input, 2 as output. The 2 output either true or false. So these are 2 directions to move around. If it is true, it will go this direction. If it is false, it will go this direction. So let us have a condition here like if x greater than 6, then print here output x is high, which we put it in quotation just to appear as x is high. But if it is not, I'm going to give it, or let us make it simple now. Just make it is high if it is greater than, say, 2. Okay, x is 3 now. If x greater than 2, yes, it is greater than 2 here, then it will definitely go through this direction and then go here. If it is not greater than 2, like if it is 1, then of course will not go through this direction. It will go through this direction where nothing happened here, and it will go this way. Let us run it. We expect if we run it x3, okay, 3 greater than 2, true, x greater than 2, which is true, and then it will be x is high. Then get out. Run it. See here, x is high because it passed through the true. Now if I change this to say the value is 1, what do you expect the result would be? x1, hell x greater than 2? No, 1 not greater than 2. So it will not be true. It will not go this direction, it will go this direction, where is nothing here. Then of course it will print nothing. Let us do it. See, nothing printed. Okay, this is the simple if statement. Let me try it in Java to see how can we do it, because it's very simple now. I go to JCreator, and go to File. Let me just create file, not necessary project. And the file, be sure it is Java with main. Next. Then give it a name like test if 1. Finish. Here we go. As before, we don't need all these. You can leave them or you can remove them. and our code should be here. How to make x equal to, say, 3? How to make it x equal to 3? If I say x equal to 3, like visual logic is just for us to learn. It's not programming language. So there would be a problem here. Let me just run it with this to see if there is any problem. So I put x equal to 3 and then semicolon after each statement in Java. Let me run it. Run project or run file, doesn't matter. Or even we can have it like bold. You see, I have problem here. I got a problem here. It's saying there is a problem here, which is Java language something. Okay, let me try to build it. Maybe the problem be more. Okay, here cannot find symbol variable x, which is, if you double click, it is in this location. It cannot see x. What that means? This means because x in Java has to be declared to tell is it true, it is integer or double or whatever. So here it must be declared as integer. Then now if I compile it, I expect to be completed. So no problem now. Of course, this you can write it like this way or that way. You put it int x in one and then x equal to 3. It's the same as the one before. Now let me go to the if statement. The if statement, it would be start with the word if, small letter all, then you must have these brackets. Okay, and you put your condition inside here. The condition, if I want to check, I say if x greater than 2, then this would be evaluated to either true or false. If you put a space here and continue with the statement, which is I want to print x is high, so you go to system dot out dot print len, and you put here x is high, and then the semicolon. So in the if statement we have it. This is all the if statement, but we can, because we can divide it anywhere when there is a space, because even here you can say x equal to 3. It's possible, because for the program it will not see these spaces here, because the semicolon means the end of the line. So this is not end of the line. Until it reach here, then it's the end of the line. So it's the same thing as you write x equal to 3. Here, in this case, we can put this here. It will be nice, because this is the if and the condition, and then this is the rest, what happened to it. So if it is true, this will be evaluated to Boolean, either true or false. Hell, x greater than 2 or not greater than 2. At this time, x is a 3, which is greater than 2. That means true. If it is true, it will go through this and print to me x is high. Let me build it, which is compilation. So it is completed correctly. Now let me run it. Run here, or F5. It will come here to say x is high. Very good. So it is apply exactly as we have in the visual logic, where it go through this direction. Of course, this is 3 in the example. So it will go through this direction and print to me this one. Now if I want to go into this direction, then the x must be not greater than 2. It could be x1, which is less than 2. If you run it, do you expect this would be printed? X is high? No. It will skip it, because it's false, not true, and this only executed if it is true. Okay, let me build and run. See, it's nothing happened because it is skipped that one. Now, to be sure that my program is running, let me put here an output to say thank you. As you see here, this is outside the statement, if statement. So whether it is true, it will go through this direction and come here. If it is false, it will go through this direction, which is nothing happened, and print thank you. So in both cases, the thank you would be printed. How can we implement this in Java? Just we put here system.out. Be sure the system as capital, start with capital, dot println thank you. Then what's left? Semicolon. So the if statement finish here, and this is outside the if statement. Let us run it. Of course, you can just run directly without compilation. So there is a problem here. Can you find the problem? Where is the problem? Problem is here. Println. Run. Okay, print it to me only thank you. But if I make this 3 or 5 which is greater than 2, then when I run it, what do you expect the output? Correct. X is high and thank you, because this is true, it passes through this one and then passes through this one. If this is not true, it will not pass through this one, but all the cases will pass through this one. And as here exactly. Now, what happens if I want to have more than one statement? I have a statement here which is saying X is high, and another statement saying, for example, number 2, or statement number 2. What happened here if I run it? It is X equal to 3, which is greater than 2, so it will pass through this, this, and this. Run. Okay, X is high. Statement number 2, and thank you. Yeah. If this is less than 2 or equal to 2, sorry, if this is equal to 2, so 2 not greater than 2 means false. So it will go to this direction and print to me only thank you. If I run it here, say thank you. How can we implement it here in Java? In Java we can implement it this way. Okay, if I put here system.out.println and I put here statement number 2, then what happened? What do you think will happen? Let us run it and see what happened. So now X greater than, if it is greater than, what's the expectation? It should go through this, this, and this. Okay, let us run it. Run. And here is there is X is high. X is high. Then thank you. There is some wrong here. Let us build it. The build show. Where is the problem? So here cannot find symbol method println again. We have problem in one statement. Println. See, this is how we find the error. So build is better to tell you if it is correct, then this is correct complete. If it's not, in fact, it will run it in the previous version, which is incorrect. So let me run it. Okay, what's the output? The output is X high, statement 2, and thank you, because X is greater than 2. If it is not greater than 2, which is 1, Let us see, what do you expect the result? Some people may think, because these are, it looks like under the true, as here it's under the true, then because it's not true, so it will not pass through these, it passes through thank you only. But this is wrong here. Why? Because if a statement work with only one statement. Don't forget the statement finish when we encounter the semicolon. So the if statement finish here. So if it is true, it will do this, then this is normal, comes with every at the end, and this is okay. So how it is looks like? It looks like this one is here. So this means if we run it and it is true, it will go through this, this. But if it is false, it will go through this and this only, not. Okay, so it's not, this not belong to this side as it looks like here. Let us check it. So it is now not greater than. So the expectation now, it will skip this one and print both this and this. Let us build and run. Okay, we have statement 2 and statement which is thank you. So how can we make it work like if we have it here? How can we make it work this way? In here we can just put it here and it works. But in here, what do we do? Because the statement finished with the semicolon. So to go around this, we have to put a curly brace. See this curly brace closed here, and we put both statements inside the curly brace. In this case, this has no effect. This is not the end of the statement, if statement. The end of this if statement is here. So you can put as many statements as you want inside here. Let us write, build, and run. Now you see it is printing to me only thank you, because it is not true, so it will not pass through both of these, so it will come to thank you. But if it is true, it will pass through this, this, and this. So this is the way of handling the if statement. To make it more professional, we need to we input the x, is not to give it a value like this. So how to do this? As you remember, I said for the input we have to use import Java util, this is, you remember it, scanner. And then the first statement here, always put it here, scanner, capital S, scan equal to new scanner, and then system, capital S, dot in, semicolon. These are fixed. You can put them with any program if you want. So now we declare the x, but we don't want the x to be 1. We want the x to be entered by the user. So here we put next scan equal to scan dot next int, because it is integer, and look here, int is capital I. Okay, so this will wait for me to enter the value. But how do I know? Let me run it and see what's happening here. See, it's nothing. It looks like nothing happened, but the cursor here is blinking. Wait for me to enter a value. If I enter 4 and enter, you see it work now, because it's waiting for me to enter value. So it's better to just put here before any input we put system dot out dot print, not println, to put it in the same line, enter a value, space, and semicolon. Let us run it now and see how it looks nice. See, now it is waiting for me to enter a value, waiting for me to enter. So if I enter 1, it will be thank you. If I run it again and put 10, to print to me the 3 statements. Okay. The last question. If we have only one statement, we don't have this. Can we keep it between braces? Yes. So in both cases, if it is one statement or many statements, you can put it inside the braces of the if statement. But if it is one statement work with the if, then you can put it without braces. But to be in safe side, you can use the braces in all the time if you feel that's easier to you. And this just give you introduction to the if statement and the functionality of it. So thank you for this part. I'm following this with another part of if statement.